Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Mel Khalid alias Captain Soil. I live in Casablanca in Morocco. I am a volunteer with Isha Yoga Center in India to support the Safe Soil movement because some scientists are saying that today desertification is growing in the world at an alarming speed. Every 5 seconds, the surface area of a soccer pitch on agricultural land becomes sand. At this pace, we only have 40 to 50 years left of agricultural soil. Then there will be a global food crisis. To mitigate this issue, Sadhguru launched the Safe Soil movement and made policies that need to be signed and adopted by all countries of the world. These policies call for a minimum of 3 to 6% of organic matter in the soil to ensure people's good health. I do challenges to support this movement and raise people's awareness about this topic. I've started recently a new challenge which consists of running every day for 365 days. And today is the 6th day. Let's get started. Safe soil, let's make it happen. 52% of agricultural soil in the world are already degraded. More than the half of the agricultural soil in the world are already considered desert. They're in the desertification stage. A land is considered desert when the level of organic matter in it is below 1%. The minimum of organic matter in the soil should be between 3 and 6%. We don't have even the minimum. This is the minimum to call soil. Even now in the agricultural soils, we can see that the quality of the soil is so low. We can notice this by the taste of the food. I'm sure that you've noticed this also. I remember when I was a kid, the fruits were so sweet. They were sweeter than today. It's because soil has been depleted recently. This desertification of the 52% of agricultural soil in the world leads the world to 6 global issues. 1 food crisis, 2 water scarcity, 3 loss of biodiversity, 4 climate change, 5 loss of livelihood, and 6 conflicts and migrations. Not these problems are costing the world a lot of money, but they're also making people suffer. About food crisis, scientists are saying that, are expecting that in 20 years 40% less food will be produced for a population of 9.3 billion people, which means there will be more people and less food. This doesn't sound good at all. This doesn't sound good at all. Especially when the consciousness of people is so low, because there will be a lot of trouble even today in 2024 and before. Today the world population is approximately 8 billion people. The food production can suffice more than 8 billion people today. And even though millions of people die every year by starvation, this is the case of the world today. We don't have the necessary consciousness to give to those who don't have. Those who have don't give to those who don't have. This makes unnecessary suffering. It's not because we don't have the food, it's not because we don't have the transportation tools and the technologies, etc. We have all these things. What's missing? What's missing is the empathy in humans, in human hearts. And when we will go to the future, and when there will be more people and less food, with this such kind of low consciousness, it's not going to be something good to see. As Sadhguru said, this is not a world you want to be in. This is not a world you want to live in, sorry. Yes, you will not want to live in a world with people with low consciousness, plus there is more people and less food. This doesn't sound good at all. This is the first issue. For the second issue, which is water scarcity. Depleted soils cannot absorb and regulate the water flows, which leads to water scarcity, droughts and floods. Organic matter can hold up to 90% of its weight in water and release it slowly over time. This is a big help in drought-prone areas. For the third issue, which is loss of biodiversity. During the last 30 years, 80% of the biomass insects living in the soil has gone. Approximately 27,000 species of life forms are going extinct every year due to destruction of habitat. This is a genocide. These numbers are huge. This needs to be stopped. We need to be a generation restoration. It's us. We have to do this. If we don't act now, it will be too late. We need to do something about it. For the first problem, which is climate change, carbon dioxide stored in soil is 3 times that in the living soil. Carbon dioxide stored in the soil is 3 times that in the living plants and 2 times that in the atmosphere. Soil holds a lot of carbon dioxide, and this soil extinction, depletion of soil, will also contribute to the global warming, to climate change. and 5 loss of livelihood. Globally, 74% of the poor are directly affected by soil depletion. Thousands of farmers are committing suicide. We need to act on this now. People are suffering, and there will be more suffering. As time goes by, these issues will only get worse. They will get bigger and bigger and affect more and more people. So we need to act right now. It is estimated that soil depletion is costing the world $10.6 trillion every year. I'm sure that if all countries of the world are working on safe soil movements, they will not lose such amounts of money, because safe soil doesn't cost anything. Just awareness, simple awareness. Instead of doing farming like we do, farmers must opt for agroforestry, which means planting trees in their agricultural lands, so that the biomass insects living there are protected by the shades of trees and bushes, because sun burns them to death. And the final issues, conflicts and migrations. 90% of the wars in Africa since 1990 were about land issues. It's about scarcity of water and food. What is happening in Africa now will happen in the whole world in the near future if we don't act. Since the French Revolution to the Arab Spring, the rise of food products was a global factor in the revolutions. Besides, there have been studies showing that the level of consciousness of people is directly related to the richness of the land on which they work upon, which means that people who live in the jungle are more conscious and aware. They are more intelligent than the people living in the cities. And people living in the cities are thinking exactly the opposite. They think that they're smarter, where actually they are stupid, more stupid than those living in the jungle. Because the Aborigines, they call land and forest mother. We don't call it such names. We only think about other things. We're not even aware. Most people are not even aware of things. Their eyes are open, but they're still sleeping in this matrix. Everything in this matrix has been reduced on purpose. The quality of the lives of people, the quality of what we are consuming is reduced. The quality of oxygen today is going less and less. The quality of food is going less and less. Everything is reduced. When we are cutting trees are the length of this planet, we are reducing the quantity of oxygen that we are consuming. The oxygen is the first food for the body, it's the pranic energy. Besides, we are living in a negative matrix, which means that some few folks are part of the hidden societies such as the Illuminati, the Freemason and Yale. These bunch of people consider themselves the elites by holding information from the masses because knowledge is power. And they have decided this is here for thousands of years. It's not just begun now. So they keep the hidden informations among themselves, among their circles for thousands of years, and they keep the wealth among their families for thousands of years. It is said that only 100 families are ruling millions of other families. So as Jim Rohn said, applied knowledge is true power. This is why I'm giving you the information, but you need to apply them. Know that we have been programmed in this matrix. This whole world on which we are living in is not here to serve you, to empower you. On the contrary, everything has been made to lower your faculties. The way we sit at schools, there has been studies showing that the tables and the desk of the children at school in the 19th century is more ergonomic than the tables and desks in the 20th century. This is made on purpose to bend the posture, to alter the physical posture of the human beings. Because when your posture is correct, you are aligned with the universe and your power of manifestation is great. So we will alter your posture so that you will be weakened. Besides this bending of the back of the spine, this doesn't allow the lungs to open fully while you breathe, and this reduces the quantity of oxygen, and the quality of oxygen is also reduced by cutting more trees. So you have less oxygen but less poor oxygen. The first food for the brain to be fulfilled is oxygen. So this is made to keep people unfulfilled, so that you don't grow, your body, your mind don't grow normally. The soil depletion is also attacking the nutrients and vitamins in the food. So we are consuming less oxygen, less nutrients and vitamins. This is the modern slavery. So make people poor, make people weak. And the third, this is the most dangerous part. It's the programming of the mind, because our mind, your mind, is the most powerful weapon on the planet. We have been programmed to be negative, to have low self-esteem, to have self-hatred. We have a paradigm now which works 24/7. We are under hypnosis of our paradigm. This paradigm is like a magnet by the law of attraction, attracting to us only negative situations, negative people, misery, poverty, you name it. Now that you know that we have been programmed and that you were born in a war zone, now you need to fight back for your freedom. This is not a call for an external revolution. External revolution is for criminals and stupid people. This is a call for an internal revolution. You need to rebel against the bad habits, against the negative streaming, against the negative programming. Don't keep feeding the matrix. Start doing something new by reprogramming your subconscious mind. Now, you were programmed since childhood, you were unconscious. Now you are conscious. Now it's up to you. We all have been programmed. This doesn't happen just only to you. It happens to all of us. The first thing is to know, to realize that this happened. Then you need to do the work to start the reprogramming. And you will need to start from scratch by replacing the bad habits with the good habits. You may say, this is only the mind. It's not something important. It is very important. It is extremely important. Don't underestimate your mind. Your mind has the power. As I said, it's the most powerful weapon on the planet, because you don't know who you are. You were created in God's image. You have the power to create. You were sent here on this planet to be a co-creator, not to be a slave. What is the best way to control your creation? Is by controlling your program in your mind. This is why we have been programmed, so that these so-called elites don't have surprises. Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's common attractions. Which means that imagination is everything. It is the preview of the future. So they have played the role of gods in our lives by controlling our future, our imagination. Because you cannot have something that you can't imagine. And once your imagination is filled with negative images, you can't create something positive. Now we need to restart seeing positive images, because we think in terms of images. Stop watching the news. Stop reading the newspaper. These things are just negative informations. You don't live in a war zone, but you're shown every day photos, images and videos of people screaming, of blood, of wars, of bombs, etc. This is feeding the mind, feeding the paradigm. So I want you to rebel against these things. You cannot transform the world before you transform yourself. So transform yourself by replacing the bad habits by the positive habits. You can do this. Nobody has ever started at the top. And know that the thoughts that you you have in your head, they don't belong to you. They're not yours. Start seeking who you are by doing meditation. Meditation will help you. This is the best advice I can give. Try to raise your vibrations, because this whole universe is just an ocean of motion. It's energy, and when your energy is low, you will attract lower situations, lower people in terms of energy. There is a chart called the vibrational emotional chart, which represents the human consciousness. So there are lower consciousness, lower emotions, and higher consciousness, higher emotions. You need to seek the higher emotions and know that, in my case, there are people who will try to dim your light, because not everybody has the same level of consciousness. There are some subhumans among us, some folks. The journey on this planet is about the soul. The soul is sent to this planet to learn lessons, life lessons. And what you are trying to learn is not what other people are trying to learn. Maybe you know the worth of health. Some folks don't. And you will never hurt your health. You are aware of this. But some other folks, they're not aware of this. They're still learning this great lesson of life. They will grow. They will go through challenges and diseases to finally learn that health is important. This is a journey. Everyone's journey is different. Try to improve your life. Anyone and anything which is not helping you to improve your life, to be better every day, cut them out. Cut them off. As Les Brown said, the American coach of personal development, get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dreams. Because when you are an old soul and you have been put in an environment with young souls, what they will do to you, they will ruin your life, your peace. This is my case. It's been 27 years that I'm living in a shanty town. I wasn't aware of these things. I thought I was among a family. My family, my people. What people will do to you. Unimaginable things. Yes. This is to be brief, without entering into the negativity. This is what I've learned. Family is not about sharing the same blood. It's about who you love and who loves you back. No more one-sided love. I will tell you a story about a lady. A lady raised a snake. A snake was small. She fed it, give it love. The snake grew up. And one day, the snake was very big. This is the kind of snakes that they are not poisonous, they swallow animals like anaconda or the boa, etc. It's not a venomous snake. So the snake one day, he decided to stop eating. He stopped eating. He was just hanging around her. So he stopped eating for some days. The lady was worried. She took him to the doctor. veterinarian, or I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry for this word. So she took him to the doctor, and he asked her some questions. Did he lay down next to you? She said yes. Sometimes he lay down next to her in her bed. He said, I'm sorry, lady, for what I'm going to say to you, but your snake is digesting and waiting. He's trying to digest so that he can devour you. Yes, my friends. Some people are just like that in your life, in my life, in everybody's life. Not everyone has been blessed with a lovable family. And remember that a snake is always a snake. The snake can change the skin to become a new. I've always done this comparison between snakes and narcissists. The narcissist and the covert narcissist and the malignant narcissist. These are snakes among people, the subhumans. The snake can change the skin to become new. Yes, it's only the skin which is new, but it is always a snake. The narcissist can come back in your life pretending to be changed. Here is the thing, the narcissists never change. They change strategies. The main goal remains the same, which is to destroy you, to make you suffer. The level of suffering I received in my 27 years passed in the shanty town, living in a shanty town. This is unimaginable, indescribable, and I don't want to talk about it. All you have to know is that family is not related to blood. It's related to who you love and who loves you back. This is all. So anyone and anything who is there in your life not helping you to grow, it doesn't matter who they are. If they're not helping you to grow, if they're taking from you, if they're belittling your ambitions, they're trying to stop you, cut them out of your life. They have nothing to do with your life. You have a work to do. You have a job to do. We've got business to do. What is your business? Your business is to realize your dream. You have a dream to realize, and you need to realize it. You have a job to do. You don't have time to waste with low vibrational people. These people are not there to help you. They're there to as a hindrance in your life. They will make your life more and more difficult. As Bob Marley said about the toxic people, every day they're trying to make our lives more difficult. As if it's already easy. It's already difficult without these folks. But with them, it becomes more difficult. And why God has allowed these things? It's because there is a reason. They will push you to go out of your comfort zone. Otherwise you won't go. If I was sitting comfortable, if I had peace at home, I wouldn't go to run at 6 a.m. The idea completing the bed and go outside to run would not cross my spirit, and if it did, I wouldn't listen to it. As the American actor Denzel Washington said, peace is a much greater threat to your success than hardship. It is true. Know that life is hard for everybody. Life breaks everybody. But it won't kill you. It will learn, it will teach you how to bend and how to bounce back. This is the good news about this suffering, is that life will not kill you, because God will not allow something which is more than your capability to happen to you. If you have lived it, if you are living it now, know that you can bear it, you can carry it, you can take it. This is why it happened. If it's something which is far beyond your capacity, it won't happen. You can do it. Just be relaxed. Do not worry. I know this is hard. Everybody is repeating the same advices. Don't worry, don't focus on the negative, focus on the positive. But try to do your best and know that life breaks everyone. Life is hard for everybody, not only you. And remember what Sylvester Stallone said in his movie Rocky Balboa about life. He said, it's not about how hard you can hit. You can never hit more powerful than life. It's about how hard you can be hit and keep moving forward. This is the secret. It's about being hit and keep moving forward. Don't give up. Develop the warrior mindset. The peaceful warrior mindset. You are fighting for your peace. You are fighting for your peace. You are fighting for your life. You can do this even though it seems impossible. But it's possible. It's possible. I'm telling you, it's possible. And start being grateful. Don't focus on the things that you don't have. Focus on the things that you have. This is another great lesson in life. Before, I used to see things and wish for things that I didn't have, thinking that it's the source of happiness. The secret to happiness is not to seek the things that you don't have, but it's to appreciate the things that you already have. Start making peace with yourself, accepting yourself totally, making friendship with yourself. Nobody will encourage you. Nobody will tell you great words. You have to tell these things to yourself. There is a price to pay. You will be seen as weird, as alien. It doesn't matter. Only you know what you're doing. The others are still sleeping. They don't know what you're doing. But you know what you're doing. you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. You can do this and know that don't focus on the things that you don't have in your body or in your mind or in your life. Focus on the things that you already have and start working with them. Know that human beings have great power, great potential. You are amazing. You are great. You have a great potential. Les Brown said, there is greatness within you. The French coach of personal development, David Laroche, said, there is magic within you. Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, regardless of anything. You are an achiever. You can do great things. You can create the life that you want, but you need to work for it. I've been working for people for more than 10 years, and I was staying at the same spot, same point. The companies on which I worked, they were growing, their turnover increased, but my turnover didn't increase. It decreased with the help of negative people surrounding me. I was depleted. The four parts of health, the physical health, the mental health, the spiritual health, and the financial health. You need to protect these four dimensions of your health. I've been depleted. If you see something good happen to me, it's because God favored me. Thank you, God, for favoring me. God has put me back on my feet. I was completely broken. I couldn't take it. I couldn't believe it. You can't believe it. You can't believe what the people that you think you love will do to you. As Julius Caesar said, le pire ennemi se cache là où on l'attend le moins, which means that the greatest enemy will hide in the place that you will never seek. In my case, it was in my family, in my close family, very, very, very close. I've never thought an enemy could hide there, but it did. This is because I am the generational curse breaker in my family. Most of my family, all of them, they have mental issues. They need to heal. They refuse to heal. So they're coming after me. When they see me, when they see you, chosen one, they will come at you because they will project their insecurities on you. Just by your presence, you are a threat. Anyway, take care of yourselves, love yourselves. There is an exercise of Louise Hay. She distributed mirrors in her seminars and told people to look at themselves in the mirror and say, I love you. Make it a habit. It can be challenging at first. First, you can say, hi Khalid, how are you today? Start building a positive relationship with yourself. Make it a habit. Once you get comfortable with it, you can move on to the next exercise. Do some 6 months or 1 year. Doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter. In these cases, in the reprogramming of the subconscious mind, time, you should not consider time. Because, as I said, I'm living 27 years in a shanty town. It wasn't great the first day. It is still not great. I'm still there. And I'm trying to reprogram my subconscious mind for more than 10 years that I'm aware of this, of certain things that I started this journey of personal development. It's more than 10 years. And I'm still trying to reprogram my subconscious mind. So it's a little bit challenging. As the American coach of personal development, Earl Nightingale, said, don't give up on a dream just because of the time it will take you to get there, because time will anyway pass. So take the chance and gather the knowledge, because knowledge is power. You can have the information that I don't have, and you can use what I've given you, and to try to do the reprogramming faster, because I'm using the most known way of reprogramming the subconscious mind, which is repetition, and I'm not aware of certain things. So anyway, take care of yourself, love yourself, know that I love you guys. Thank you for the follow, thank you for your time and your attention. This is Captain Soil speaking. And I'll see you tomorrow. I love you guys. Salute. Save soil, let's make it happen. Salute.